Improvisation isn't just about being funny. There's no pressure to be funny, which people think if they're doing improv, they got to be funny. They get very intimidated about that. So we leave that anxiety, and then we get into just really about the improvisation is actually just keeping the exercises moving, and that you don't have a script. And we improvise in everyday life. We always push that point out there too. Like when you're just talking to somebody, like you didn't wake up in the morning and go, "Here's my script for the day. Here's everyone I'm going to talk to. Here's exactly what I'm going to say to my Uber driver." You definitely are improvising through the day. So you try to tell them that's not about being funny, it's just keeping the exercises going forward. Communications is one part of that. And then that also often leads into collaboration, working together, how do we all work together better? And that's all about that idea of yes and in Second City talks about, and like how improvisers talk about yes and, which is yes is hearing the idea and is then building on that idea. And the thing that makes people very nervous about yes and is they think it's yes. So they're like, so I have to pay for something? Like I'm going to say yes to everything and now it's going to be expensive, but it's not. Yes is just hearing the idea and then and is building on the idea. Whereas I find a lot of companies tend to be like, you can't say yes to everything, especially financial, like Wells Fargo or TD banks. Like I can't say yes to $1 million loan, but you can say yes, you hear them and how you can get those things. So, but that's the collaboration is all about yes and. Hearing people's ideas, people want to be heard. If you're in a brainstorming or whiteboarding ideas, get them all on the board and then figure out where the idea goes. Don't just say no to ideas and don't write them down. And that's the collaboration side. And the one thing with collaboration is one of my examples is, people get up in front of a room and they have a marker and they have a whiteboard and they're like, hey, where's everybody want to go next week for our big day out? And then people say, oh, I'll go here, and they write it down. Oh, that sounds great. And then somebody else is like, Jack Astor's, and someone's like, okay, anybody else? And then the person who said Jack Astor's is like, well, I'm not included, so I'm not going to give another idea. So those are examples of collaborations that's simple in your workplace is at least write it on the board, and then you can talk about if you really want to go there or not, but at least respect that.